Hello, here's my vlog for November 20th. Um, Today, the main thing that I did was I'm like kind of high right now. Got $40 of weed yesterday, so hopefully I can count how many days it is. I usually lose track after I get 40 bucks, but I think it's like 4 or 5 days how it lasts. But this stuff is pretty good. Can't remember what it is. It's the one that's always on sale. But today, the main thing, I changed substrate. My mom came over and did it with me, so it was cool. Didn't do it alone. I don't like doing chores alone. I hate chores. That's how addicted I am to my site. I don't know if I got up and did stuff, but I was working until like 6, working on it. And I think I was working on it before she came over too. Yeah. But did you see my little cockatiel? There he is. Now you see him. I keep him next to me all the time, like this close to me. And then when I go to sleep at night, I put him next to my bed, which is on the floor. My mattress on the floor, so he's right next to me. And I think I'm gonna put my hedgehog on the other side. So I'm surrounded by the hedgehog and the cockatiel. I'm gonna get the hedgehog tomorrow if I can get it there. Call him. I went into the place the other day and man, I should have called because they said it was in a foster home, but I just went over there. My mom came over and I got ahead of myself because we just had to wait for others. Well, they just to give me the number, but here comes the awning. So, but yeah, I was looking at like 6. So on the website, I was doing Google Earth stuff. God, my brain is not working so good. I decided that I wanted to stop doing the Google Earth stuff because I was doing it for months. And oh, and by the way, I think I was saying before that I burn out on something and I do something else. No, that's not what happens. I don't burn out on anything ever. What happens is I have to do something else. So maybe that's the same sort of burning out. But I decided I needed to, I wanted to just work on the book pages because I want to continue. The book I'm doing right now on Kindle is called A History of China, and it's 660 pages. I think it was written in like 1911 or something, but it's from the beginning and of history, and it's really good. Like, whoa. And I'm getting really into just doing a book a day on off my website because there's so many of these cool books. So currently I'm doing it, we'll see how it evolves. And I think I will be doing a book a day, but I think right now I'm just doing it by country, like all the books in one country, and then the next country, all the books in that country. But I'm like 80% of the way through. So I think maybe I'll finish it tonight, and then it took me forever to start listening to it today. I have to get in the habit because I haven't been doing this very long. I have to get in the habit of getting started with the book early. Because I'm a procrastinator. I listen to the news and stuff. Kind of having trouble staying on track. Oh man. So I wanted to keep doing something that was pure brain candy, so I could listen to the books and not have to keep giving my brain to whatever I'm working on and just focus on the book, so I can get in the habit of just doing a book a day. So, and also I wanted to. I knew I was eventually going to have to do it, and I wanted to be able to listen to books on my site and from the cell phone. And to do that, I really want to be able to know how much how much I'm listening to as before I listen to it, and the number of how many pages it is and how long it takes, because I have both. I have how many pages and how long it takes, because I think it's 52 seconds a page with double speed on that. And I think the other double speeds are the same, but I should have a chart that has it all there, but because I do double speed on Kindle, which is perfect for me, and then but then on Lubox it's normal, but yeah, so but anyway, what? Yeah. So, but yeah, there's two ways to do it. There's Kindle and there's LibriVox. So, um, but I mean, man, I got my brain. I'm talking about the books that are on my site. So yeah, when I read them, when my computer read them to me, my phone read them to me, or computer, I want to know how big it is. What I'm listening to, how many minutes. I just, I want to know. I want it to be plugged into my head every time. And so it's like, let's fix it. Let's put it on there. And then you can start listening to books there too, and not just on this way. But I'll do it this way until I'm done with all these. It's going to take a while. So I just started from the top, pretty much. I went to, the first one I opened was Oceania Tribes, Australia Tribes. Oh, and I also started, decided that now is the time when I'm going to start color coding the borders of the everything, because the way that I have everything organized on my sites, like my books, is table within table within table, kind of like how a folder would be within a folder in a folder, and I have it organized that stuff that way too, on the stuff that I link it to, the KMZ and the Google Earth stuff and the images. So I have everything color coded from first 1 to 10 in the background, but I also want to color code everything from the tables. So the first table gets the first color, second table second, and on down the line. And I was doing Native American tribes, which wasn't even that much, and I was getting up to 10 and past 10 like a lot. So you use all 10 a lot, so it's cool. It looks good. It kind of even looks more like, I want to go for the image of, and I think like Apple does it too, do the image where it looks like you're putting one page on top of the next, on top of the next, on top of the next, and it looks like that. And so to color code 1 through 10 on the folders inside, but also color code the numbers from 1 to 10 in the line, because there's two different things that you're doing the color coding on. One of them is the list, and the other one is lists inside of lists. And so the lists inside of lists are color coded by the border, and the lists are color coded by background. So yeah, I wanted to start doing that, and that was looking cool. The only one that's really on is the Tribes of America. So yeah, because I was looking at the tribes of Australia, and like the third tribe, okay, because it's not just going to be copying, because luckily I don't have to copy, I don't have to do the word count, copy paste on the word count and see what the word is. I already did it on the menu. The problem is I never pasted it on the title of each of the chapters, only on the menu. And so what I have to do is I have to copy the menu, and then I have to scroll down, or I guess what I'll do is I'll copy the menu, and then I'll put it on another page. And so I'll copy the menu and then click to the page, and then paste the numbers, the pages and the time on to each chapter, just over and over again, on down. Which is total brain candy, so I can listen to books that way really easily, so it's cool. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so that was the original, obviously a thing that I wanted to do, but the problem is that a lot of the books are gonna have like all these problems that I forgot about or didn't bother to fix because or didn't see or something. And So the first page that I work on, the Oceania, the Australia, because in Oceania it's Australia, New Zealand, and Hawaii, and it's not organized like my timeline. It's just different because we're doing it culturally. Because my timeline has Hawaii and America, but or USA, but so I'm looking through the tribes of Australia, and like the third tribe is like clearly I can't remember the name of it, but American tribes. It's like what are all the myths and legends of American tribes doing in the Australia tribes? So I was like, oh shit, well I have to cut them out and put them into the American tribes. So I opened up the American tribe page, and I'm like fiddling with that because now I'm gonna have to like work on them together because now they're both gonna have to get adjusted. And so I'm like, well, the American tribes is connected to the American tribe Google Earth. Same thing with the Australia tribe. So I have to open that now. And I guess I'll have to do it for the Australia tribe's Google Earth too. So that's 4 that I have to do at the same time because I can't move forward on any of them. Mainly because I didn't finish it as much as I should have on the first one. So I open up the tribes of Google Earth tribes of America, and which was the Google Earth tribes page, right? The one that I was working on for like 2 months until like last week. And then of course I noticed again that I never built the links on that one. So now I'm gonna have to switch the links over on that one and finish that and then move it over. But so anyways, I'm looking on a lot of different things. Also, I did the screen capture for all of the ski resorts to attach the image to that. And so I got started with that. And I was going to do that. And so that's total brain candy too, by the way. So I've got brain candy up the wazoo for like a year that I can just listen to these audiobooks. So I'm super excited. But that, I have something that will allow me to focus on an audiobook enough for me to be able to continue with the book, because if I lose focus completely, obviously I can't listen to it anymore. But I'm like getting hooked because the books I've been doing are just riveting. This one, written really well, learning all these things I don't want to get started on now, but so currently the thing that I was doing right before I started doing the video is Google Earth World History, back to the page. And I saw that on the menu, all of the menus before the country were too big. I was stupid and I pasted them to 32 pixel. I guess it was before I realized I wanted 20. I should have, but since I did it, I have to individually move them all down to 20 pixels. So, which is a lot. So I think because it was like the first one that I did it with these new flat images on the front. So it's the country, outline shape of the country with the flag in the background. But and then I have the flag on the other side. But yeah, so after I do that, I'm gonna continue to do the link in the image on the one, and then move it over to on the Google Earth page, and move it over to the Myth and Legends page. Because the Myth and Legends page also, because when I looked over to the American one, I saw the American tribes. It was like 5 different tribes. And it was totally different from the 8 different from the 8 different tribal units that I had on the Google Earth. And so I have to make the Myth and Legends one match the Google Earth. And I don't even remember how I decided. So, but we're still kind of rebuild that. So that's the thing that I'm doing today. So, yeah, so that's what I'm up to. So today, with my mom, she came over and we changed the substrate on my fireplace where my tegu and my tortoise live, and it was a whole huge trash can worth of dirt, which is half sand, half Terra Fauna dirt from the Zoo Med. And I think that's where it's from. Or Repti, dude. Yeah, Repti, dude. But, and it's like $55 or $60 per bag. And I think it was a couple bags worth. I already had it, but I didn't replace as much as I took away. I took away almost the whole full container. I got the container maybe this big around, this tall. I can't remember how many gallons, 50 gallons or something. Or yeah, I should go look at it. But I zip tied and super glued it to dolly, like wheels that I all got all on Amazon. And so yeah, I wheeled it out for the first time today. It was cool. And with it, and my mom brought over a shovel, so I shoveled it in, then shoveled it out into the dumpster, and then until the bag, pick up the bag because we put it inside of the bag and then threw the bag over it, and then put the other dirt inside. And the dirt, even though it wasn't as much, it was like maybe half of a trash can worth. Looks like it fills up as much. But next month when I have more money, I think I'm gonna buy more sand and more the dirt so I can fill it up higher. But yeah, it was like 6 months. I changed some of it like a couple months ago or a month ago. I can't remember how much though. I took some out and then put some in. But this is the first time I got like a whole trash can worth. You know, took away like a lot of what the original was, maybe a third. I don't know, but all the stuff that was contaminated. But I mean, I was really impressed with how it wasn't smelling, but there were so many flies, and like I was getting bothered so much by flies in my room. Luckily, my roommate doesn't get bothered. I asked him, and he said no. He keeps his door shut all the time. But like when I was here, like I was doing videos having to hold the fly swatter because they're just everywhere. I mean, you could hear on the video like next to the phone because they're flying around all the time. But and I looked in to pick up the little branch I have in there, and under it there were like all these baby flies, like 100 of them all around this little area. And so the flies have done just an amazing job keeping it from smelling. I didn't smell at all. I have a tegu that's this freaking long and a tortoise that's this big, and the tegu's been there like 6 months, and the tortoise like a couple months. Where does their poop go? It just disappears. It doesn't even smell. And I have 3 humidifiers going in there at the same time. Foggers. And right now it's just one. I'm going to hook up my other 2 tomorrow. But because those suckers want the big time humidity, they say. And I'm like, all right, give it to them. Because my Tegu is doing awesome. Like never having any shed problems. But it's so cute they're together now. I could show you. They're always together. They're always cuddling and following each other out and cuddling. They're best buddies. It's so cute. And I guess for a long time, because they both live a long time, the tortoise is 10 years old and the tegu is only like 6 months old. But it's kind of like the same age as my ferrets. But like April 18th or 20th or something. April 20th, baby. I think is when my ferrets were born. I'll have to go look in their certificate. But so that's nice because he was like looking around, feeling better. I let him run around free while we were doing it, but my mom thinks she's happier. So, oops, sorry, I was looking like a degenerate. I have to be a upstanding citizen. Yeah. So and then I had all these plants on my room, on my table, dining room table. My mom helped me take those suckers off finally. I was there for like a week. I was being a nuisance. So to plant them, but my mom I think threw a bunch away. But she's like, oh, I'll buy some more. Because I have all these wall-mounted pots. I can't remember how. I don't know how many. I can't remember, but it's a schnitz ton. Maybe I'll walk around the freaking house and show you. But it's like I have a whole garden on my wall. Like if you were to take them out and plant them in the girth, it'll fill up your whole backyard in my apartment, in my living room. Oh, I should start doing my humidifiers again because I have 2 of them. Because one lasts a long time, but my little hamster is hanging out in a cool spot too. I'll show you. It's right on the top of the KT cage. I have a 40-gallon cage, like deluxe cage. Hamsters never. My other 2 hamsters too. They don't like it over there. Maybe it's because they have to drink out of the basin, and so hamsters don't like drinking out of the basin. It makes the water rancid or something. They like the good fresh water, which comes through the dipper. And there's no dipper. There's no over in that. But I got it in there today. My mom got so mad at me because I was putting it in. She's, help me. I'm like, give me just a second. Put it in there. I got to put it in where I'm going to put the real plant. I'll show you. And it's a really nice one, too. So I want to get another hamster because they're loaning out. Oh, man. Why didn't I was into the freaking Humane Society for an hour the other day. I should have... Oh, God, idiot. I was going to adopt the hedgehog and a hamster. And they're like, oh, you can't adopt hedgehog here, you gotta call. I'm like, God damn it, and I leave. It's like, what about the hamster? Now I have to go back. Anyway, Maybe I have to go back there to do paperwork to get the hedgehog. So if I do, then I'll get it then. But yeah, because I want to get another hamster, and I'll show him that little dripper sucky. Because I want to see hamsters in there, man. It's such a cool house. Because the hamster I have, I don't know if he's gonna die or something. Because he's always asleep in his little mini chamber. So people are like, oh, people like the big 40 gallons. Don't be mean and buy a little tiny KT hamster. No, the hamsters like the little one. Maybe because they feel more safe. But anyway, if he dies, it'll be easy to get rid of his body. But that thing is so goddamn cute, dude. I open the door up, and he's like, gets up like this. And I'm like, my mom thought it was really cute. But, yeah, so, that's what I did today. It was like a couple hours she was here, and then I went to the store. She actually took me to the store, and I got an energy drink. Because I'm smoking weed. And I didn't even eat much today. I think it was just like a protein drink. So I'm gonna be a hungry person. But yeah, luckily I didn't really eat that much. Didn't really eat that much yesterday either. I want to cook up some vegetables. So, my mom brought over a couple days worth of chicken soup. So that's what I was eating on the last couple days. So, and it was luckily it was warm today. So I could go there, you know. So anyways, so that's what I'm up to. I'm gonna get going back on this sucker. It's fun because it's like putting it together. Putting together the website is really enjoyable after having just done Google Earth stuff for so long. Because that's like preparatory stuff behind the scenes. You don't feel it moving, but when you're doing it on the website and then you're uploading it, you know it's changing, and so you know you're like one level up more impressive to whoever looks at it, you know. Whereas it's just the same. Like it's frozen in time as if you're working on the Google Earth stuff for years. So anyway, but also because it's brain candy, and I can listen to this Chinese history. Just check it. So anyways, I will go and I guess do a really quick tour because that's what I said before I hang up the video today. Wait, oh man, I wish they would let me in the middle of the video. Flip it to the other side, you know. They don't, YouTube or whatever. Yeah, they don't let you do it. So I kind of can't see what I'm looking at, but maybe I could do it with me giving tour. So yeah, that's them, dude. I don't know if you can see. I can't see what I'm filming. But they're always cuddling. Yeah. You see it? It's the tegu and so there's all my new substrate, and it hasn't had a chance to get wet yet. When it gets wet, it'll get a lot darker. It's like light brown. It'll be like dark brown in a couple days once I put. So that's the one Reptifogger, and that's the other one that I haven't hooked up yet, and that's the third. Because I had to get 3 more. Because I got 3 of the other one, and they Zoom Ed, and they only last like a month. They're $100. Those are only 45. So anyways, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like I have so many of these. Like 1, 2, and that's just the little ones. The big ones. Should I count them all together? 1, 2, 3. There's another one there, but I didn't. I took it off for now. But 4. That was a vine that went way up there. And then like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's like I don't even want to count. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's probably like 100. I'll go and count later. But it's like 100 because there's like over there and all up in there and up there and up there and like there and like up there, all the way up through there. And the wall, like there. And it's like, so it's like, and shit. So watch, I can get this thing to say hi. Beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. He's not. There he is. So, see? That's me communicating with the parrot. So anyways, that's enough talking. So I'll try to do a video tomorrow. And hopefully I will have been like happy about how much progress I made because I'm like doing all these different pages at the same time. Maybe I could blaze through the America page today or tomorrow. That'd be cool. Anyways, talk to you tomorrow under 25 minutes.